All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world. We have returned once again. And I am Mr. Graham, and this is the Troy Graham Experience. We're having a little technical difficulty, but the show does go on. I have a special guest coming on in a few minutes, and I don't want to introduce him yet, so I'll just keep talking until the brother comes on here. But hey, these things happen in this business, man. This whole business of social media and podcasting, you run into technical difficulties, and that's how it works. But he will definitely be on here, and the show will go on. It was a good brother. I've had him on. It's funny. I've known him for 20 years. I've had him on two other people's show. I've never had him on my own show. Marvin McDowell. Marvin McDowell, the great Marvin McDowell from out of Baltimore. If you don't know who he is, Google Umar Boxing, UMAR, no hooks before books. That program has been around for since 95, 96. Come a mighty long way. He's touched 10,000 lives, people. You didn't hear me stutter or mix or put a zero in where it shouldn't have put a zero in. 10,000 lives. Yes, sir. So we're just waiting for the great Marvin McDowell to come on. And we're going to have a conversation about his program and the young fighter that he has coming him off. Young fighter that he's training right now, one Mr. Ahmad Muhammad Jones, a.k.a. Mr. Mojo, the knockout man. Been knocking out people at 135. I think he's 0-6 or 7, but when Marvin come on, you should be able to ask him any questions. You're gonna have to forgive me because I got to jump off and find out what's up with Brother Marvin real quick. I shall return. I shall return. But I'm gonna keep talking so y'all can hear me. This is just part of the business, like I said. Right? No mute. Okay, I'm back. There's some technical difficulties, man. That was messed up last night. That guy is psychopathic. I have no idea who that guy is, but yeah, some technical difficulties on a brother's end, and I can't pull him up for whatever reason. I tried it with the sending him the link. I tried it sending him the live itself. He could come in the chat room, and that's not working. And even if you do it by phone, for some reason, my phone, you, the audience, will not hear me speaking to him. I can hear me speaking, but you won't hear me speaking. So, I guess I'm flying solo for a little bit, maybe for the next half an hour or so. You know, Griffin, this brother saved my life. I trained in his gym. Brother Griffin, bless up. Good to see you, man. First time I've seen you. Yeah, Marvin's a good brother, man. I've known him for 20 years, him and Coach D. Yeah, him and Coach D, man. Lost six friends to gun violence while I was training. Wow. You know what? If you have his number, brother, why don't you call him and see if you could get him on because he's having some technical difficulties. They call me Willie. I don't know, brother. You know, do I look familiar to you? Because I used to go to the gym all the time. I'm a little older now, of course, but yeah, just call Marvin, man, and see if you could get him on for me, and I'll get the show rolling, man. I really want him on here, you know, because I had him on Major Key before. I had him on another show which is completely irrelevant, and I really want him to come on my show. Yeah, so Willie, man, if you could go give Marvin a call and see if you get him on the show. He has the link already in his phone. He has the link for the show, but I keep blocking him. So you know, maybe you can help him out with that. Damn, boy, I really wanted. Hopefully, everything will work itself out. But as I was saying about Brother Marvin, man, Brother Marvin, that's just one. That's just one gentleman who popped in here. Griffin FPV, aka Willie, said his brother saved my life. I trained in his gym as a kid, and my name is William Griffin. I know I've seen you before, brother. Him and Mr. D trained me. I lost six friends to gun violence while I was training in his gym. Yeah, that's it. Let me tell y'all something, people. Baltimore, that's a common story. It's Baltimore's a beautiful, miserable place with a great, rich history, right? And I studied the history when I got to the city because everywhere I lived, I don't like to go blind. I like to know what I'm dealing with. So I always study the history on purpose. I tried the number I have, it don't work. I usually call the gym. Oh, okay, okay. You don't have his cell number. Okay. Yeah. Dang, man. I can't give it out over the air. Uh and he don't have your number, do he? Damn, brother. All right. Thank you for trying though, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's the gym number. Uh, but let me ask you something, Con Shami. Maybe you can help us out. Why would his phone be blocked? Like he was on here, but he was blocked. He couldn't come on. Like I saw it where it says like, okay, again, he's on here right now, but it's the same thing. Edit name, kick from studio, ban from studio. He's here, but he's blocked. All I see is the camera icon with a line through it and Marvin's name. He can't come on for some reason. Well, what would cause that, Sean Connery? Con Sean, that's Sean Connery. Yeah, you know what would cause that for him to actually be blocked like that? Yeah, brother, I'm not there any longer either. My sons are though. He's blocked from the live. Yes, yes, yes. He's here now. He's right. He was right. His icon was just up in, but I can't pull him up. That's the problem. Like I cannot pull him up for some reason. There's a line through through the camera, and it says blocked from studio when I try to pull him up and everything else. I cannot pull the brother up. I want to, but I just cannot pull him up. Let me see. Let me go to settings and see something here. New layouts, camera. Everything is good on my end. High definition, automatic, automatic add share screens, videos from guests. What's up with the guests? Guests see viewer comments. Guests must authenticate. Play a sound when the guests enter. Okay. Broadcast settings, green room, new. The best way to manage the guests for. Okay. I don't know, man. I can't pull the brother up. I want this too. I just can't pull him up. He was right there, and I can't pull the brother up. But as I was saying about B-More, man, there's a lot of youngsters in the gym. One of Tank's best friends used to come, so he's linked, but he can't jump on. Yes, exactly. He's linked, but he can't jump on. It doesn't even show his picture. It shows the camera icon with a line through it. Could be It is browser really. He's on his phone. So I'm guessing it's just maybe the phone. I don't know. Maybe he pressed something on his phone or whatever. I don't know. But Griffin, FP or Willie, stick and stay, brother. Maybe I can get the brother up. And I don't want you to miss the interview. Marvin's usually a great interview. No, I know he's a little frustrated now, but he's usually a great interviewer, man. So stick and stay around, y'all, and I'll work on it because I don't know what else it could be. But yeah, one of Tank's best friends used to go to the gym. Telly, young brother, same age group as Tank back then. He was killed in Baltimore. He was the friend of one of his friends, a female that was getting abused by her boyfriend. Boyfriend couldn't fight, so yes, I'll be here. I'm not. So yeah. So thank you, brother. So Telly wore his behind out when he saw him hitting his friend. Then the punk came back and shot him. Because he couldn't fight. And Telly was one of them dudes, man. One of them youngsters. Because I'm older. I'm 51. Telly is in Tank's age group. Telly was one of them youngsters you crack jokes with, man, and he cracked right back at you and carry on. He was a good-hearted youngster, man. He wasn't no mean-spirited cat. Didn't hustle. Didn't do nothing. You know that hurt me, man, because I've been watching Telly since he was 15, man. 15. You know that joint hurt me. The boy didn't even live. I think he was 21 when that happened. I wish Marvin could come on because he'd tell the story better than me. But that joint hurt everybody because Telly was beloved, man. He wasn't no. Everybody loved Telly, man. He was just one of them. He was one of them kids that you have to like. It wasn't no. You just have to like him, man. He was a good kid, yeah. I used to tell Telly, man, you can't even break wind, man. You don't punch hard at all. And be like, oh, here you go, Mr. G, with your jokes. I'm like, yeah, it's working though, isn't it? Yeah, man. I called him my gym nephew, Yeah. It's a good dude, man. I miss him. There was another cat too that I didn't really know. We crossed paths. He was walking from work over there by Mondawmin Mall, and they robbed him and killed him. He didn't have no weapon or nothing on him. He gave it up, and they still killed him. Barry, Glenn, baby. That's probably that's that's before my time, brother. Because I met Marvin 20 years ago. So go back 20 years, 2003. Yeah, 2003, 2002. That's when I came around. So that's when I met Marvin. So yeah, trying to think of what else to do. Let me go make a call, man. I'll be right. I just hang out, man. I'm gonna call Major Key, see if he can help me out here. All right, thank you. All right, I called. I couldn't reach anybody to give me a hand, so don't know what to tell y'all, man. Might have to do this another day, you know. If he's using an Android, tell him Chrome is the preferred browser. All right, let me try that for if he's on ISO, it's Safari. All right, let me try that and see what happens. Thanks. Damn it. All right, Khan Shanri, I just texted him about using Chrome as your browser and went from there. So hopefully that'll work itself out. Hope you're still here, Willie, man. I told him you was here, so I hope you're still here, brother, and we can get this show on. Cause trust me, I've had shows where I was trying to reach someone over in the UK, and as you know, that's a 5 hour on the panel last night. That's a 5 hour time difference, right? So there's a 5 hour time difference, and trust me, I got up at 9 o'clock in the morning to have my show start at 10, which would have been what 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock their time. He wasn't ready, right? And then he said call him back around 4, 5 o'clock because he's at the barber. So I called him back around 5. Brother's still at the barber. Mind you, that's 12 o'clock now. So then I called him 2 hours later. He headed some. He headed into the studio with his people and da 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 da. So anyway, some damn near 6 hours later, I got the brother on. I got him on, and I was Dillian. That was not Dillian White, his brother, right? But it was just a back and forth trying to really get him on. But I stuck and stayed it out. I didn't. I'm not one to be like, man, I'm leaving. Now I stay. I don't play around. I stay. Yeah. So hopefully this will take 6 hours because I know Marvin ain't about that. But we'll see if he comes on or not. But I'm gonna stick and stay here for the next 20 minutes or so. And if he doesn't come on, then I know that he's still having problems, and I'll just cut it short then. But Willie or Griffin, what do you remember about the gym, man? Because I know you know Coach D passed away, and that was hard, man. That was a hard one, man. Because you know how he was, man. That was Marvin brother, right? I had nothing but love in my heart for Coach D's, man. Always used to mess with me, yeah. But what do you remember about Umar boxing that you could tell that you want to share? Yeah, man. What do who did you see pass through there? Because when I tell people that Marvin pretty much worked with anybody that was anybody right now coming out of Baltimore to box, a lot of people outside of boxing don't believe me. Like for instance, he trained Tank's Cutman, and he pretty much trained his coach as well. So a lot of people don't know that. But yeah, I got a lot of respect for that man. I wish I can help him make his name bigger. Cause that's my thing with him. I want his name to be much bigger, even though he gets a hell of a lot of respect from his contemporaries, and he's well known overseas because the Irish team comes over here every year. That's the Irish team that's going to the Olympics. Ah, hold on, brothers. Sorry again.